Hello and welcome to episode 21 of Broadcast UGC. I'm Galactrix and I'm here with my co-host Bazag.
Hello everyone.
Hello, and after a couple of technical difficulties, especially last week when we tried to do the same episode and failed, we're hopefully live right now, and we're going to be playing Open Secrets by Zadama, which is the winner of the Podcast UGC Jem'Hadar ship contest that was run a couple of weeks ago. I remember, was that after or before the anniversary party?
That was around that time. It was 2 weeks after the free-to-play launch.
Mm-hmm. And so we are going to be entering the Ralco system in the Alpha Centauri sector block. But first I must pick up the mission and I'll tell you what it says in the description. We're receiving a hail from Starbase 511. Admiral Durea would like to speak to you. Okay. Greetings, Captain. I require your assistance. Over the last few weeks, Jem'Hadar attack vessels, relics of the Dominion War, have been appearing out of nowhere across the length and breadth of the Alpha and Beta quadrants. How or why, I cannot say. All I do know is that the technology that these ships possess could be hugely beneficial to Starfleet, and commanders rank their recovery as a high priority. Approximately 2 hours ago, our long-range sensors detected a surge of neutrino emissions in the Ralco system. If Jem'Hadar's ship has emerged there, then I want you to bring it back to Starbase 511 at all costs. We cannot afford to let these ships fall into Romulan hands. Okay, so I think one of the things they commented on in Podcast UGC was that it was about Romulans and the Jem'Hadar ship. Yeah, because
which is certainly a different take than what I and many others did.
Yeah. I remember because we have played 2 other missions. We played Final Judgment by Ceridium, which was involving the Klingons.
It was Final Judgment with Leviathan 99.
Oh yeah, it was
the Fires of Prometheus was Sorry's.
Yeah, that's the right order. Yeah, so Sorry's mission was about Klingons and the Jem'Hadar ship, and this one was, and Final Judgment was about Undine, wasn't it? And yeah, that was unusual. So here we go.
Okay, well, I'll get started, shall I?
Yep, go ahead.
It looks as though the Admiral was right, sir. I'm detecting a large concentration of neutrinos centered around a ship that matches the profile of a Jem'Hadar attack vessel.
Any sign of Romulan ships?
I accidentally skipped the whole rest of that by holding down F.
I'll do it. He says, no sir, lucky for us, the Romulans don't seem to have discovered the ship yet. This could be a simple recovery operation. As we know, it's not a simple recovery operation. Because otherwise it would be a boring mission.
Yes, well. You never know, it could be one of those console clickers.
I can't stop.
We're in position, Captain. I've reconfigured the tractor beam the towing procedure. The Dem Hadar ship has a relatively small mass, so it shouldn't slow us down on our way back to Starbase 511. I can initiate the tractor when you're ready, sir.
Okay, fire the tractor beam on my mark.
Firing. Even though we're facing the wrong way.
Captain, we're being held by the IRW Tarek. We're at a serious tactical disadvantage against the Scimitar-class ship. I advise extreme caution here, sir.
Understood. Put it on screen.
You know, I see this Romulan guy a lot in missions.
Federation ship, your presence in this system is a violation of Romulan sovereignty. Withdraw immediately, or you will be destroyed.
There's no need for violence, Captain.
I agree, for the moment, which is why you should take your ship and leave before I change my mind. This Jem'Hadar vessel is within Romulan space, making it the property of the Romulan Star Empire. You have no claim to it, and as I see it, you're in no position to argue. I have reinforcements incoming. I assure you their commanders will not be as lenient as I am. I'll only say it once, Captain. Remove yourself from this system.
There's no way we could win. There's no way we can win in an outright firefight against this ship, Captain. We've got no hope for reinforcements either. The nearest Federation vessel is at least 2 hours away. So much for our simple recovery operation. I'll keep my mouth closed next time, Captain.
It's not your fault. Have we got no other options?
I can't think of anything. Actually, hold on, I have an idea, but it's a long shot.
Don't keep it to yourself now.
The rings of this planet contain trace elements of pyrrhenium, which when ignited can wreak havoc on a ship's computer. I can modify our computer to withstand most of the effects, but our shields and short-range sensors will be rendered useless. If we fire a short energy pulse into the rings, it should blind the Romulans long enough for us to make an escape, with the Jem'Hadar ship in tow. It's the only idea I have, Captain.
That's good enough for me.
If we're
going to do this,
yeah,
we should do it now. I'm detecting several Romulan ships on long-range sensors. I wouldn't do it, Captain. It's far too risky.
Noted, but this seems to be our only option. Ready to fire the
I'm ready
you
to
are, Captain.
Fire on my mark and be ready.
And there's a Q flash. And ships coming in.
Romulan
We gotta get out of here. Get us out of here! This time I'm gonna get out of here and not blow up like last week. Because last week I blew up reading the dialogue. So I think last week we managed to get on the ship, and then shortly afterwards was when we crashed and couldn't continue. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next.
So this was about where we got up to a few stages before after this in our aborted attempt to play this because of the many technical problems we're having.
We've been cleared to approach the starbase, Captain. Docking Bay 4 has been designated for our use. We took a lot of damage back in the Ralco system. I've had teams around the clock trying to contain the damage, but the truth is we're lucky to arrive here in one piece.
How long will the damage take to repair?
I'm not sure, Captain. By my estimate, it would take at least 3 days to repair the critical systems. We're being asked to dock at the station. It seems the Admiral is eager to speak with you.
Very well. Take us in.
Just taking a look
The
at my
USS Goshawk.
Ooh, yeah.
And
USS Solus. Just taking a look at my ship. I don't think I actually got any damage at all.
No, I don't either. This is Starbase 511 to the ship. My name is Commander Zhao. Glad to see you're here, Captain. The Admiral was getting worried.
Unfortunately, we've come empty-handed, Commander.
You didn't recover the gem at our ship? I see. This complicates things, Captain. Although I'm sure it wasn't your fault. As you know, Docking Bay 4 has been cleared for the ship. You're free to beam down with your senior staff when you're ready, Captain.
I have a feeling there was more behind our mission than we were told, Captain.
I'm tempted to agree, but let's not keep the Admiral waiting. Energize.
So, how's everybody in the chat room? Let me see who's in there. We got Woody Valley and Captain P.F. Dennis. Cool.
Yes, we really do need more people to come and join us.
Well, what did you guys think of the Foundry conference we were in yesterday? Yes, because that's what we did yesterday. We were in a big conference call about Foundry spotlighting, which is kind of what we're doing now on Broadcast UGC.
Yes, because we're just so awesome.
We should have mentioned it on the call. Oh yeah, I remember this. I was going to say last week they were wearing the alternate future uniforms, and if you walk around the station, you can see they're all consistently wearing them as well, all the NPCs. I really like that.
Okay, well, let's talk to the transport chief. You want to do this one?
Sure. Welcome to Starbase 511, Captain. Admiral Durea wanted to meet you in person, but something came up that she had to attend to. Instead, Commander Zhao is waiting for you in Ops. Follow the corridor to the end, take a right, then the next left. If you happen to come across the delegation of Angry Zindi, you've gone the wrong way.
Angry Zindi, Chief?
Yeah, the ambassador arrived 3 days ago to put across his government's dissatisfaction with the level of protection that Starfleet has given them. Apparently, he's been throwing around the threat of seceding from the Federation. Not that our diplomats are taking them seriously. In any case, it's becoming quite heated in there. I'd speak to Senior Consul Raella if you want to know more. I think I saw her in Ops earlier on.
Thanks for that, Chief. Carry on. Little custom
possible optional objective there. Talking to the Zindi.
Well,
just got a Vulcan doctor here. He says, peace and long life, Captain. My name is Tassal. I'm a doctor of astrophysics at the Vulcan Science Academy, though my recent studies have led me a long way from home.
What brings you to Starbase 511, Doctor?
I've been using the station's stellar cartography equipment to examine how the after effects of the Hobart supernova are still being felt to this day. It should make for a most interesting paper. My research now requires me to leave in search of a more hands-on investigation in one of the local systems. I know you're a busy person, Captain. However, if you find yourself on Starbase 511 in the future, I feel that we may have much more to talk about.
I see. I'll speak to you again, Dr. Tassal.
And I think you said last week that that was maybe a hint for a future mission, like a sequel or something. So it was a corridor, turn right, and then left. So it's in here. I remember the instructions this time.
You got lost last time. You spent most of the trip. Well, apart from us keeping crashing and stuff, we spent most of the time, wandering around showing people things.
Yeah, because this station is huge.
Let's talk to the commander.
Here's Commander Zhao. And I think you were doing
Captain Tala. Yeah. Welcome, Captain. Welcome to Starbase 511. Let's cut to the chase. I must admit the fact that Romulans have another Jem'Hadar ship in their possession has complicated matters for us. However, from the extent of damage the ship suffered, it's obvious you did everything you could. I expect you already realize this, but there is another reason that the Admiral was anxious to recover that vessel in the Rakov system.
Yes, I assumed as much.
This isn't the only Jem'Hadar ship that the Romulans have in their possession. In fact, our sources indicate that they've recovered at least 6 vessels so far. However, if we're right, the Romulans are using Dominion technology recovered from these ships to commit heinous crimes against innocent civilians.
What kind of crimes are you talking about?
Starfleet intelligence has reason to believe that the Romulans are experimenting with Ketracel White, the addictive narcotic used by the Founders to pacify and control the Jem'Hadar. The test subjects, Remans. With the recent trouble the Romulans have had with Obersex resistance, they have gone to extremes to try and pacify the remaining subservient Reman population. Through genetic manipulation, the Romulans are trying to create a drug that the Remans will not be able to live without. With such a substance, the Remans would either have the choice to serve the Romulans and live, or live free and die.
I can't believe the Romulans were stooped low.
Neither could we at first, but from reports that we've gathered from Reman operatives across Romulan space, seems all too true. Starfleet Command isn't about to let the Romulan government commit crimes against their own people. We've been authorized to do whatever it takes to stop the development of this drug.
Continue. Oh, I'll do this one. Excuse me for interrupting, Commander, but the Admiral is ready to receive the Captain now.
You're not going to do it in a female voice?
I could, but I've closed the window.
Not at all, Lieutenant. We're just about finished here anyway. Remember, Captain, if you need our help, Starbase 501 is only a hail away. The Admiral's office is through the door at the left side of this room. Good luck, Captain.
Okay, so now we need to meet Admiral Durea.
Well, do you want to talk to the senior consul?
Oh yeah, there was. Is that the Zindi woman?
Or yeah, the Zindi.
About the Zindi.
Captain, welcome to Starbase 511. I'm afraid I can't talk for long. The ambassador will have my head if I leave him on his own with those Zindi much longer.
What's the problem with the Zindi, Consul?
They started off by claiming that Starfleet doesn't do enough to protect their outer colonies. In the last 6 months, 2 of them have been raided by Romulan scout ships, with no casualties, might I add. What Ambassador Kren doesn't seem to understand is that the Federation is fighting a war on multiple fronts. We haven't got the resources to dispatch a new patrol ship to the area.
I see.
I'm glad you do, Captain, because Ambassador Kren certainly doesn't. When we told him that, he took it to mean that we don't care about the protection of the Zindi people, and from that, launched into a whole load of other issues. Economic depression on Zindis, successive rejections from Zindi candidates into Starfleet, and so on. He's saying that the Zindi Council is threatening to secede from the Federation. Not that we're taking him seriously. That would do more harm than good for the Zindi people. The fact is, Ambassador Kren is attention-seeking. He's throwing around a load of non-issues and blowing them far out of proportion. It's nothing you have to worry about, Captain. This is exactly the kind of thing that the diplomatic corps deals with on a day-to-day basis.
Very well.
Well, I hope there is something we can do. There aren't really any Zindi assets, are there? Costume.
Don't know.
NPCs.
There might be some alien parts, but I don't know if there are proper Zindi ones. Because I don't think they've had any. I haven't seen any Zindi sort of like insectoids walking around in people's missions.
Well, we've seen DOF assignments that refer to the Zindi and stuff, so
Okay, so
so
I'll do this one.
they'll probably be added at some point.
Yeah, I think I read the Admiral's text in the accept dialogue, so I'll do this one. Hello, Captain. I trust that my first officer informed you of the situation we are in here. Firstly, let me apologize for the duplicity about your orders. I did not expect the Romulans to locate the Nutrio surge in the Ralco system, and wished to avoid dragging you into the conflict. What's done is done, however, and now you are involved. Admiral Quinn wants you to carry out this next assignment.
What do you want me to do, Admiral?
Our first priority is to find out where the Romulans are experimenting upon the Remans with that Ketracel white narcotic. When we find that, we will also find their cache of recovered Dominion technology. Fortunately for us, we have a lead. Obisek, the leader of the Reman resistance, has a contact that may have information for us.
Have we arranged to meet with this contact?
In a way, yes. He goes by the name of Darien, and he currently works aboard, let's just say, trading station on the outskirts of the Kazan cluster. It's a hotbed for illicit activities, but Starfleet has more pressing matters to deal with. Due to his position and the nature of his work, he couldn't leave for a Federation starbase without a few eyebrows being raised. You, on the other hand, can go to him under the pretense of conducting a routine cargo inspection, as per regulation. I want you to take the ship and see what Darien has to say.
Maybe a while before my ship can leave.
Yes, I am aware that the ship suffered extensive damage back in the Ralco system. Lucky for you, I've assigned my entire engineering crew to repairing your ship. It should be ready to leave when you are. I'm sure I don't have to remind you of the delicate nature of this mission. Be discreet. We don't have much time, and if the Romulans find out that we know the location of their research, they'll simply shut it down and continue elsewhere. This is the only chance we're going to get. Good luck, Captain, and Godspeed.
Captain, the ship reports she is ready to leave when you are. I've taken the liberty of sending the coordinates of the trading station ahead. We can be on our way the moment we're back on board.
How efficient of you. Very well. Energize.
So, well, it's going much more smoothly than it did last week. Woody and Captain, what do you guys think so far of the mission?
Yes, and have you played this mission before, or have you not played this mission before? Because I don't think I was able to see it on the list. What position it is on the the Foundry Orford list. Because you know how the top's always filled with
I didn't check either.
Yeah, we'll probably have a look at that at the end when we rate the mission. But yeah, for now, we've arrived in some big old green place. If the coordinates are correct, we should find this trading station within the micronebula ahead. The density of the gas clouds make it hard to get accurate readings from within this nebula. If we didn't know the station was, I doubt we would have found it.
Okay, Woody said it's very good at what he's seen so far. A few spelling errors, but hardly any.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Dialogue's been pretty interesting. The station we left had lots of other things with rooms and things that we didn't even explore this time. Yeah, the map seemed nicely constructed.
This looks like our station, Captain. If we're going to keep our to our cover story for meeting with this contact, it may be prudent to conduct a scan of vessels that surround it, none of which are registered civilian ships in the first place, might I add. At least this way, anyone that is keeping tabs on Darien won't be immediately suspicious of our arrival here.
Scan 3 of the ships surrounding the trading station.
Okay, so we're scanning the Rogue. Well, I'm not sure if it's Rogue or something. Uh-huh. Okay, there is no... I'm not detecting any the presence of any contraband on board the OS Farima, Captain. Whether they dispose of it upon our arrival, however, is up for debate.
Let's move on then. Oh, I managed to scan the right one. What does your one say?
My one says, we've hit the jackpot here, Captain. 376 crates of unmarked weapons, a cache of TR-116A rifles reported missing from Starbase 297, 3 boxes of warranty disruptors. I don't know where this ship was headed, but it's lucky we found it here. These weapons could have harmed countless innocent civilians.
Hail them.
You took your time, though. Hello. Hello there. How can I help you?
You can help us by sending all of those weapons over to us.
War weapons? Oh, you mean the things in my hold. Forgive me, but they're nothing but replicas for Rigel 5's model and replica museum. I'd recommend...
I'm afraid you're 3 years too late for that. According to the records, the Rigel 5 museum was closed over safety concerns. Give us the weapons, or we'll take them by force. It's your choice.
You can tell Darien I'm avoiding this place like the Tellurian plague from now on. Take the blast weapons. They were too much hassle for me anyway.
Much appreciated. Have a good day.
Okay, so we'll talk to the Rogue. Apparently there's biomimetic stuff on that as well. So I'm just doing that now. Can I help you, Starfleet?
Yes, dispose of your illegal cargo immediately.
Let's assume I'm not going to do that, shall we?
Well, then while you're at it, let's also assume that you're going to spend a long, long time at the New Zealand penal colony. Whereas if you dump your cargo here now, I suppose we could look the incident over just this once. What do you say, Captain?
Dump the cargo, you're free to go. I see. Well, I don't really have a choice, do I? Consider it done, but you can tell Darien that this is the last time he'll be seeing me here. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a lot of unhappy customers to contact.
Of course. Safe journey. Captain, we're receiving a hail from the station. Apparently, the owner wants to speak to you. This might be our contact, sir. I'd keep our act going, even over a secure channel. I don't know if you've noticed, sir, but there's a Romulan ship docked to the station. I have a feeling we're being watched.
Understood. Patch him through.
Okay, oh, it's come up for me. What the hell do you think you're doing? Scaring away some of my best customers like that is just uncalled for. The name's Darien. I own this den of honest trade and humble service.
Your honest customers had illegal cargo.
I don't see your point, Captain. I'm a respectable businessman, just trying to make his way in a lonely, lonely galaxy. You can't hold me responsible for my client's private business.
No, but I can hold you responsible for yours.
Oh, I see how it is. You don't trust me. You want to inspect my cargo, I take it. I'll tell you what. I'll bring my manifest to you. Save you the trouble of dirtying those Starfleet-issue boots of yours. How about it? You can't be sure, but you think you see Darien wink at you. Come on now. Come on now. Don't keep me waiting all day. People to see, places to go and all that.
Fair enough, Mr. Darien.
Give me a few minutes to collect my manifest, Captain. Darien out.
I'll see that Mr. Darien is brought up to your ready room straight away, Captain.
Okay, so that was interesting. Oh yeah, one of the things I wanted to comment on was the little references they had in the dialogue to all the things I recognize, like the TR-116 rifles, the Varon T disruptors, New Zealand penal colony. Yeah, this seems to be someone who knows his Star Trek kind of references.
Yeah, the Varon T is quite a unpleasant weapon, if my memory serves. And I wish I had a TR-116A. I really would. That would be an awesome weapon to have against Borg. Okay, shall we speak to our guest?
Yep, talk to Darien. I'm glad that we could speak face to face, Captain. It had to be aboard the ship. I fear the security of my station has been compromised. I hope you realize that my trade is not weapons and contraband. It is in information. I find it inherently more valuable and far easier to sell. In any case, Obasek was right to point you in my direction. My sources have told me where the Romulans are conducting these heinous crimes with the Jem'Hadar technology. From what I've been told, it isn't pretty, Captain.
Are you sure about this?
Positive. The Romulans possess at least 6 of these Jem'Hadar ships, maybe more. It's been quite a while since I spoke to my sources. Suffice it to say, they have more than enough to supply them with the Ketracel White they need. So far, it seems like tests have yielded positive results. Oh, don't get me wrong, I don't think that what they're doing is justifiable in any way, shape or form. But last I heard, they weren't going so far away from protecting this new drug.
Perfecting.
Oh, perfecting this drug, sorry. Yeah, I'm misreading that.
Captain, if the Romans were close to perfecting this drug, perhaps the ship they recovered from the Ralkov system was the last thing they needed to finalize it.
Precisely. From what I understand, the Romulans were unable to manufacture the White itself, so their research hinged on the capture of these vessels. You've got to move quickly now, Captain. This research facility is located in an uncharted system not far from here. The Tal Shiar have done their best to keep it off the star charts, though I dread to think what else has been researched there.
Thank you, Mr. Darien.
I'd better get back to the station. I have a feeling I'll be missed if I'm gone for too long. You should sign this manifest just to keep up appearances in case anyone goes snooping around. Here and here. Excellent. Good luck with your mission, and tell Obasek that his debt's been repaid.
Goodbye, Mr. Darien. Thank you for all your help. I'll escort Mr. Darien back down to the transporter room, Captain. I've sent a message containing the coordinates of the uncharted system back to Starbase 511. Admiral Durea may be able to assist us.
Okay, so have you had a chance to look around this ready room? Because apparently the door's open.
Oh, no. No.
Oh, I can see something on the other side, but there's an invisible wall stopping us getting through. So what bridge is that? I can't tell.
And let's zoom out a bit.
can see it on view screen.
I can't immediately recognize it from the layout.
Interesting. I wonder why I kept the door open though, you know, just in case, because
Yeah, I probably would have put a closed door in there just over it, just to... Just to make it feel in like you're a closed meeting and you know, there isn't anywhere else to go.
Mm-hmm. Then again, I wonder why the Foundry maps don't come with the closed doors like they have on the real ship.
Oh well, the real ship have automatically opening and closing doors.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So why can't we have automatic closing doors on the, you know, on the Foundry map version?
Be sure and join us for Primetime UGC, a show about the Foundry for Foundry authors made completely in the Foundry. We air every Monday night at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific at www.livestream.com/Cerberus Films. See you there.
Okay, we've arrived in the system, Captain. It looks like Darian's source was correct. Sensors are detecting Jem'Hadar vessels docked with the Romulan station.
Captain, we're receiving a hail from the USS Goshawk. Oh, I did say, didn't I? This is Commander Zhao of the USS Goshawk. Received your message, Captain. Admiral Duray has sent us to watch your back. We're only just a short warp jump away from your location. Just say the word and we'll join you. The Admiral told me that to tell you your primary objective is still the destruction of the Ketracel drug. While we distract the Romulans, you can infiltrate the station.
Thank you, Commander. Good luck. Signal the Goshawk. Oh, it appeared and now it's attacking the thingies. That's
Yep,
good.
well, I'm just going to use my turrets to be awesome. Yeah, I know we're sort of going against rules here, but I don't really care.
So we weren't supposed to help the Goshawk.
Ah, well, we could have. We're just meant to get to the station.
Because I bet most people would have helped. I wonder if you don't help, does the ship survive on its own? Because there were quite a lot of ships, and if you're expecting one ship to fight all of them, I bet it would have blown up.
Yeah, well, there were three groups. Two groups. The two escorts and the frigates.
I wonder if that's scaled up. I wonder if that's scaled up because we're two people.
Yeah. The escort certainly did.
So another thing we got to think about, asking them to add to the Foundry as indestructible NPCs, because if Commander Zhao blew up and then we see him again later on, that'd be a bit embarrassing.
Yeah, or at least a way to disable and have them be disabled instead of destroyed.
Okay, so
If I'm reading my tricorder correctly, the crates next to us are full of Ketracel-based compound. This could be the drug Romulans have been developing.
okay, destroy the Ketracel drug crates.
Over
Let's
here.
go.
Wow, I didn't know kicking out
You have
things could be so
yeah,
effective at making
you
them
have
explode.
explosive punches, stabbings.
We've got to make sure that the research is erased from the main computer. I'm detecting traces of Dominion technology in one of the rooms adjacent to the corridor ahead. We should start our search there. I'm also detecting several life forms along the corridor. Should count on some resistance. There's some remnants that we killed. Do you recognize this map?
No, I don't recognize the map, but it's one of those you know, Romulan-ish style ones.
Yeah, it's the mission where you got to help a Romulan, an independent Romulan colony from a disease breakout, and then the Romulan Star Empire is not all that happy about it. Oh well, we need to target the medic.
Oh, I died. I thought it was behind my cover shield, but I died. Let's see if my thing can revive me.
Yeah, you're dead. Or maybe not. See if you can get the medic. No. Oh, might as well respawn. Yep.
Yeah, I died.
Poor Galactrix.
See, I gotta remember I only have hypos on this character because I'm an engineer, so I gotta think about my shields instead of my hit points.
This way. Ooh, oh, there's a Riemann in a captivity device over here. Please, help me.
Through a raspy, forced breath, the captive Jem'Hadar attempts to talk to you. Captive Jem'Hadar, where?
Over here.
Ooh. Okay. Can you hear me, Starfleet? Me and my second have not had the white for days, and our strength is failing. We have brought shame upon the Founders by letting ourselves be captured like this. Victory is life, and we have failed. Leave us, if you wish. It is our wish to die here.
I'm sorry, sir, but both Rieman's immune system seem to be heavily compromised through repeated injections of the unfinished Ketch cell white drug. While I'm not certain, I don't think we can do anything to help them. From what I can tell, the Jem'Hadar are from the Gamma Quadrant and were not created in the Alpha Quadrant hatcheries. While we can't wipe the computer from the terminal, I think we should examine the research records for some answers.
Okay. Oops, I'm accidentally firing my gun.
Firing my laser!
I found it. Access computer database. Chief Scientist Vakar, personal log. We have made significant progress in development of the Ketracel drug. Through starving the Jem'Hadar of the White, we've been able to examine the properties of the withdrawal symptoms, shutting down of the circulatory system, uncontrollable muscle spasms, and an increase in violent tendencies. However, the withdrawal symptoms affect the Riemanns much more deeply than they do the Jem'Hadar. For our Riemann subjects, withdrawal from a steady supply of the drug results in excruciating pain and death within 2 days. The Romulan Senate has agreed to mass production of the drug, and we've finalized the synthesis process. With the last Jem'Hadar ship, we were able to create a self-replicating device that should maintain the constant production of the drug. I will continue my efforts to refine the process before the first shipment of the Ketracel drug is shipped to Rator 3 for more intensive testing. End personal log.
It won't matter what we do then, Captain. There is no way to reverse Ketracel addiction, and the Riemanns in here have been without it for nearly 46 hours. There is nothing we can do. The Romulans have a lot to answer for.
Agreed.
This is Commander Zar to Captain. Do you read?
Loud and clear, Commander.
We've dealt with the remaining Romulan ships and have been monitoring communications within the station. Apparently the commander of this station, Admiral Taruk, is still on the base and extremely close to your position in one of the secondary control rooms. I'd advise you to confront him, Captain. He may decide to come peacefully and avoid further bloodshed. Either way, he should be made responsible for his crimes. Or not. And you have to face these. Oh, I'm dead. Thank you, Takara. Oops. I didn't mean to click respawn. I meant to click the...
Well, that was pretty cool. I wonder if Woody Valley saw me jump out of the way of a grenade.
Well, I guess we're not going to get there without a fight anyway. Oh, I just walked through the fire. Do you want to do this one, Gillick?
I think you were doing the Romulan guy, wasn't you?
Okay. You're the person responsible for this. The destruction of everything we've been working for. The Remans are nothing more than animals. They must be kept on a leash. Why do you insist on letting them run free?
Because they have the right to freedom, Admiral.
That's where you're wrong. I thought the appearance of the Jem'Hadar ships was a blessing, a font of technology that we could use for our own advantage. Your Federation has no right to interfere in Romulan affairs. Make no mistake, Captain, I have no intentions of going peacefully. You will die by my hand in reparation for what you've done.
Here they come.
There we go, that was pretty easy. Okay, there we go, just gotta wipe the station computer.
Okay. That's it, Captain. All trace of the Ketracel drug research has been deleted from the ship's computer. There's no way the Romulans can ever try this again.
That's good to hear.
Captain, we're receiving a transmission from Starbase 511.
Captain, take your mission was a success.
It was, Admiral.
You are a credit to Starfleet. Hopefully, the Romulans will be dissuaded from looking any further into this despicable branch of research. Obisek wanted me to express his thanks for the services you have rendered in order to aid the Reman people. Not only that, but Commander Zhao has informed me that all 7 of the Jem'Hadar ships are in perfect working order. I've already dispatched a corps of engineers to recover the vessels. For what it's worth, the Federation Council has lodged a protest with the Romulan Senate and expelled their ambassador. We will not harbour murderers within the confines of the Federation.
That's good to hear, Admiral.
You've done a good thing today, Captain. I look forward to working with you again in the future. Starbase 501 will always have room for you, your crew, and the ship.
Thank you, Admiral.
And there we go. That's
Wow.
the end of the mission.
That's shorter than I thought it would be. I thought there'd be something after this. Like
Well, it was. They're all pretty much done fairly quickly, these missions, so I wouldn't expect anything of the great length.
So how do you think this compared to the other 2 missions that we played based on the Jem'Hadar ship contest?
Well, they're all quite different, as the others, as the guys on podcast UGC said. I think I also have to agree that the story. I really love the story, and which revolved around the Jem'Hadar, but had a tweak that was sort of not tangent. Well, not tangent, but not the main Fed versus Klingon type.
I think this is the one that Havrahar said that he wished he came up with the plot for this.
Yeah, he was jealous of this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty good story as well, because he ties in the Jem'Hadar, and then he says they're trying to make the Ketracel right work on the Remans, which is something that the Romulans might Tal Shiar might think about doing. It's been so long since I played all these Romulan missions that I don't recognize any of these Romulan bases.
Yeah. I can't remember what this mission is called, but it's a medical relief one where there's some Romulans there that need your medical aid, and the Empire that are independent from the Empire. and the Empire isn't quite happy that you're there.
Mm-hmm. Did you notice any other sort of custom maps, or have they all been pretty generically, this one's a default one, but the Starbase 511 was a custom interior.
The Starbase 511 was custom, completely custom. I think that was it in terms of builds.
So how would you rate map construction in this mission?
I think there wasn't, I suppose, a whole lot of map construction apart from the custom map, but I did choose the maps well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really fit in well.
The atmospheric effects that he's chosen for this map were made it feel, more, I suppose, slight fog creepy type thing.
Is this a standard lighting for this map? It seems kind of murky.
Yeah, no, I don't think this. I'm pretty sure this isn't the standard lighting for this map. He chose a different scheme.
I just want to go back to the other room where they had the Remans and the Jem'Hadar in the things, because I didn't get a chance to look around properly in there. So let's just have a look in there again. Oh, I can see debris all over the floor. I thought that disappeared, but apparently doesn't disappear. Yeah, these containment things. I really got to look around the foundry more, because I never noticed any of these cool kind of cells and sciencey things.
The cells are captivity devices. There's 0 to 5.
And they got Jem'Hadar here. Are there sort of like a lot of Jem'Hadar costume NPCs in the foundry, like default ones?
There's about the same for most species. There's ones for ensign, captain, lieutenant, commander ranks.
Do you recognize these as default ones?
I don't recognize them, but I'd say they are.
I would say they are as well.
I personally don't think it's worth it to just spend all time trying to create a Jem'Hadar.
Yeah, when there are some available already.
When they're not even a proper NPC.
Now, on the other hand, these Remans, these would definitely be like default ones, because you can't build a Reman in the alien generator, or can you? Because they don't have Romulan ridges. So how do they have Romulan? Do they have Reman bits in the alien generator?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure, but I certainly don't think they've got the
definitely not the clothes.
The actual clothes costume elements, because they'd be specifically designed into the model.
Mm-hmm. So, what's your final rating of this mission?
I gave it a 5. I really enjoyed it. There was, some minor spelling, and I would have liked to be given the location of the system in the first mission objective thing, but those are easy things to deal with. And
small technical
polish type things that don't really take away much from the overall experience.
Mm-hmm. Overall, I think I enjoyed this as well. I gave it a 4-star because there are some kind of there are a few technical things that I noticed that could be improved on, like the I kept saying neutrios instead of neutrinos, but so there were a couple of minor things. I thought the explosive punch was really funny. The explosive punch, there were some excellent things as well, like the mechanic at the beginning with the scimitar beaming in, and apparently your ship will blow up unless you warp out of there. because that's what happened to us last week. We blew up, but this week we knew better, so we got out there as soon as possible. And we didn't even get
that was a really good mechanic. I have to admit I haven't played Rogue's first cause then effect, which uses a different but similar kind of mechanic for a time loop effect.
So I guess we can wrap up this week then. Okay, so I'll stand here. Okay, that was Open Secrets by Zadama, which was the winner of the podcast UGC Jem'Hadar ship contest. I recommend you guys give it a go too if you liked what you saw. And we'll see you again next week. So goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.